Hey coin collectors, welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And we have a bunch of stuff to talk to you about today about the 1979 Susan B. Anthony coins. We want to talk about the thin rim and the wide rim and the slanted P and the straight P. And we also want to talk about type 1 and type 2 of the proof coins. And so let's just get started. So the San Francisco Mint coins in a mint state 68, over $4,000. The Philadelphia Mint coins in a mint state 68, somewhere around $7,700. And the Denver Mint coins in a mint state 68 are worth somewhere around $1,500. So thousands of dollars if you can get these in a mint state 68. Not so much below that. And let's just talk about starting with the thin rim, thick rim, what happened. In 1979, they came out with the Susan B. Anthony coin. And this one you can see here. You can see the P up here. That is the Philadelphia Mint. And at the Philadelphia Mint in 1979, they made 360 million of these. But what they did was, near the end of 1979, they decided to change the design a little bit. It's unclear why. But let's talk about that design and let's talk about the changes. But first, let's just get this out of the way. The thin rim, thick rim, it did happen, and this is kind of what they look like. You have to line the coins up exactly with each other. And with the 1979 coming down through here. And you see this one is a little thinner than this one. This one's a little thinner than this one. So I went thick, thin, thick, thin. And that did happen, and this is what the rims look like. So now let's just take the coin and let's just talk about it. It's a Susan B. Anthony dollar. It says Liberty at the top. On this side over here, you see that there's 2, 4, 6, 7 stars. On this side over here, you see 2, 4, 6 stars. So 13 stars for the original 13 states. On the front of it, of course, is Susan B. Anthony. Susan Brownell Anthony is her, the B, that's what the B stands for. She's facing to the right. She has her hair kind of tied up. She lived in the 1800s. Underneath her chin, it says, "In God We Trust." And she was both a suffragette and a longtime proponent of women's rights. Down underneath her, it says 1979. Right there, I don't know if you can even see it. It's kind of hard to see it sometimes. There's an F and a G for Frank Gasparro, who engraved this coin. Now, if you go around the outside of the coin, you see this kind of weird lines going around, and that's where the thick and the thin rim comes from. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 kind of incursions, I guess you could call them, where the inside line makes an 11-sided figure, but the outside line is still round. The 11-sided figure is for the Apollo 11 mission, which landed on the moon, and that's why there's those 11 sides. But if you tip it over, you see it's a round coin, copper nickel clad copper. You tip it on the back and you do see the moon landing. United States of America, one of the things they said was the eagle has landed when they landed on the moon. And so Frank Gasparro did the back of this coin too. And I'll show you where his initials are on this one. They are right down here, the F and a G. So this is the eagle landing on the moon. Over the eagle's shoulder, right shoulder, to our left is the Earth, and if you can see, you get a good copy of this coin, you can see that that's the United States right there, with the Caribbean islands and then South America below it. It says United States of America. On this side, you see there's a bunch of stars also, and you'll see that there are 13 stars on this side too, again for the 13 colonies. The bottom it says $1, and you can actually see the craters in the moon on this. So at the Philadelphia Mint, they made 360 million. They also made them at the Denver Mint. And let's see if we can find a D to show you. There's a Denver Mint coin right there. And the mint marks on these coins are just awful in the most case. They made 288 million of these coins. And the only difference really is that D right there rather than the P that's on the Susan B. Philly. And then finally they made these at the San Francisco Mint. In the San Francisco Mint, they made regular coins and proof coins. So here's the S. You can see the D, the P, and the S here. And they all look pretty similar once they get used. The S is what they call a filled S. It's not really wide open. The P's somewhat filled, and so is the D. So at the San Francisco Mint, they made regular circulating coins. This is one of them. 110 million of them they made. And then finally they made them at the San Francisco Mint as a proof coin. And this is way different. What you can see though is that the two S's look very similar. And that's the story with the type 1 and type 2. The type 1 proof is a filled S, and the type 2 proof is a clear S. There is one that has a clear S on here, and it's not kind of filled in. You can actually tell it's an S. And then there's one that's filled. The filled S is worth about 90 bucks in this shape. If it's a proof 70, it's worth about 90 bucks. The clear S for the proof coin is worth about 160 bucks. So, and they have all of these in a proof 70. So proof 70 is not that rare for the proof sets in 1979. They have 683 clear S's, PCGS's found, and 2,500 filled S's. Have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.